This video is sponsored by JJ Drones, the droning veteran, Want to Be Outdoors, and Chillin' in Indiana Carl. Welcome to Off Talk Outdoors. I'm Ted, your host, and thank you for joining me for another bait making video. Today I'm featuring from itMolds the brush bomb. I call them a slab bomb, but I'm going to be making some solid colors today and some laminates. And I think you're going to want to stick around to watch the way I do the laminates. I actually hand pour one side and shoot another side. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, if you do like my content, please hit that subscribe button, check the notifications bell so you can always get notified whenever I upload new videos. Share us out and make a comment. And we really do appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the video. And I am going to in this video. So what you do is you take it, you got to be very careful, and you may mess up a little bit. You got to pour each half. And what you're going to do is that was actually a pretty good pour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up, and then I'm going to shoot it with the green pump. Some of them break apart, some of them don't. But the I'm going to take this, put this back. You can add them, put them, and then the screws plastic that I poured earlier, and then we'll take a full injector to show you that you can make tails separate and do different colored tails and everything. Site offthehookoutdoors.us, and you can purchase them right from my website, or if you want to, you could. I inject the rest of the plastic. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some drop shot and finesse plastic in one measuring cup here. I'm going to do about a cup of that. And then in another cup, I'm actually going to do about a half a cup of plastic. And that's going to be used later for when I'm doing my laminates. So I just wanted to pour that. I'll put that off to the side. And then I will put this in the microwave right here. We'll put that on about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And we will let that go, and we'll be back when it's done. Alright guys, we've got about 5 seconds left here. And once this is done, I'm going to pull the plastic out. And the plastic looks like it's pretty good. I'm going to mix it up. And I will show you the colors that we're going to do for the solid colors here. So I'm going to take this out so you guys can see the color. We are going to go with a green pumpkin and black flake today. So let me add a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a little heavy on the first couple drops there, guys. But we're going to mix this up and see what it looks like. And this is the green pumpkin here. We've got some air bubbles in the top, but that will all dissipate as we add color and slowly mix it. And like I said before in a previous video, you don't really want to slosh the plastic around. You sort of want to mix it smoothly. That's a nice color there, but I want it a little bit darker. So I'm going to add a couple more drops to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the 5 drops of the green pumpkin. We're going to just slowly mix this around. And there we go. Now with that said, I'm going to throw in some black flake with this. And this black flake will actually darken up the color. So I use about, for a cup I use 2 1/4 teaspoons. So you need a 1/2 teaspoon of the black. In about, my measurements is about a cup of plastic, a 1/2 teaspoon of black. Now I'll mix it up vigorously with the flake to get it all mixed in there pretty good, and then I slowly start to just mix it very slow so the air bubbles, because when you mix it that fast, the air bubbles will develop. So you just want to sort of slowly mix it, and a lot of the air bubbles will come out. So I'm going to put this back in for about 30 seconds right before I shoot. and I will show you what I do to the mold right before I shoot it here. Alright, so I have the slab balm mold, or in other words brush balm. That's what itMolds calls them. I call them slab balms, but they're itMolds, they're brush balms. So what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of the worm oil and I just put it in each bait here, in each cavity of the bait. So I'll just brush this in here very lightly, take a little bit out of there for there's a lot in there. Now this also has 2 tail molds, because you can do different color tails. I'm not doing the different color tails today, I'm just doing the laminates, but we can do different color tails with this bait also. So you shoot 2 tails, you know, separate. So I'm going to do this up here with the worm oil, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we got the green plastic here, the watermelon, or I'm sorry, green pumpkin. We're mixing that up with the black flake and everything that's in there. See that? You can see the flake in there. And then what I do is I take my mold, I put it in my vise, and I tighten it up. And now we're not doing the tail, so the first 5 of these are what we will use. So let me take that, set it right here so you guys can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a full injector of the watermelon, or the green pumpkin, I'm sorry. Take that, I'm going to put it in the first, push constant pressure straight down for a few seconds. I'm going to lift, go to the next one, constant pressure for a few seconds. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. And then number 5 here. Okay guys, and the spruce stayed filled up. Now we put the rest back into the cup and let that settle, and we'll be back when these are cured up. I usually wait about 3 minutes. Alright guys, the next thing I do is, you can see the injector has the plastic, so what I do is I just basically roll the plastic off of here and I throw it back in the cup to be remelted. Now this has a plug in it, is what they call it, and what you do is you push on the injector and your plug comes out. I wanted to show you guys this, and that's the plug you get. And then when you're done with that, you can always just cut it out with scissors, and that's what I do. And I put it right back into the hot plastic and melt it down again and reuse all that stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll mix this. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to show you the slab balms / brush balms. So let me move this over. Let me get the injector off to the side, and then I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to open this up so you can see it. And there they are right there, guys. And we're going to just pull them out like so. And I'm going to set them off to the side here for a second. I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to put it back in my mold, in my vise. And we are ready for the next pour. Now these ones here, you can see they're on the sprues. You see all this plastic here can be used again. So what I do is I'll take the baits and I will cut them evenly straight across, so you have a nice little flat surface to put your hooks through, or jig heads, or whatever you're going to do with these. So there's another one there, and this shoots 5 at a time, guys. So that's, and then I'll show you each one separately here, but I want to show you the whole process. Okay, so there is the sprues, is what they call it, and we are going to take the cup, and I'm just going to cut the sprues and put them right back inside, and we'll remelt these down. And this is the finesse plastic, so this is really soft, so you're going to get some really good action on these baits here, and that's what you want on a smaller bait, to have good action. So here is the slab bombs, guys, or brush bombs. And then this is the green pumpkin, and the tail can be split. You can split this tail, and you have 2 appendages right here that will flop in the water for you. Really nice bait, great crappie bait, and this can also be used for ice fishing. Alright guys, we've got another 5 seconds here on the microwave to get these heated up, and we'll see if we melted the sprues down enough. So hold on 1 second, guys, we're going to do this, and we're we're going to probably have to put it in again for a little bit longer. So we'll be right back when this is finished. Alright, so the plastic is ready, and we are going to take a full injector, and we're going to put it in with constant pressure down for a couple seconds, and then we're going to move to the next cavity and do the same thing. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. And I'm going to make a couple tails for you to see the tails while we have the mold here. I wanted to show you that you can make tails separate and do different color tails and everything. And once again, guys, these are all on my website at offthehookoutdoors.us. You can go and check them all out on there. I don't have them all up yet, but I got most of them there. There will be more coming, and you can purchase them right from my website. Or if you want to, you can email me, and we can set up your order that way. And then once I'm done filling the sprues, I inject the rest of the plastic into the cup, and we will let these sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be right back. Alright, so this other batch right here is ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up, and you can see them right there. Some of them break apart, some of them don't. But the tails are also right here. So I'll show you the tails in a second. Put these down, take the sprues, but there they are right there, guys. So I will take this, put this back here, and I will show you the tails. These tails are super small, but that is the size of the tail right there, guys. And you see how you can add them, put them back into the mold where they belong, and then shoot a different color. So you can get multiple colors. I also have them. You could order them if you'd like to. And then the sprues will get cut and put right back in. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to heat up the other plastic that I poured earlier, and then I'll show you how I make the laminates. I'm going to do a green pumpkin with pearl laminate in these. So stay with me. Alright, well, we're heating up the other plastic now to do the pearl. So we'll be done in 2 seconds. There we go. So we are going to put our glove on. I forgot to do that, guys. Sorry. We're going to put our glove on. We're going to pull this out. We're going to set the plastic here, and it looks like it's pretty much ready for the colorant. Now what we're going to do with this is we're going to do a pearl, and we're going to be using pearl powder, white pearl powder. So you need about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the pearl powder. We're going to start off with that. And we're going to put it right in the plastic, and then we're going to see how that is. And we're going to mix it all around and see how that looks. We may have to add a little more. You always want to go a little bit less with the powders, because you can always add more, but you can't take away. So let's see. That's a little bit, just a little bit light, so I'm going to go with a little bit more. You don't need much of this stuff either. So that's all the pearl powder we're going to do there. Put this back, and let's get this all mixed in. I will try to show you what it looks like here. So let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that it isn't mixed up all the way, and that's another very, very important thing when you're using powders, mica powders and things like that, is you want to make sure you mix it very, very well, because it's almost like a cake batter. You'll get clumps in there, so you want to make sure that you stir it well. And that looks pretty good for the color. It's pretty thick, which is what we want. So that's it right there, guys. And you'll be able to see a little better on the baits. Now these are smaller baits, but I definitely wanted to show you how I do this laminate. So stick around, I'll show you how I prepare the mold and what I do. Alright guys, so for this next part, I have the pearl plastisol here, colorant. And I am going to hand pour each one of these cavities halfway. So this is what I wanted to show you guys in this video. So what you do is you take it, you got to be very careful, and you just got to pour, and you may mess up a little bit, but you got to pour each half, and it's very, very delicate. And once you get done with this, you let that cure a little bit. And what you want to do is you want to try to get everything in the cavity. Okay, now there, that was actually a pretty good pour. So we're going to let that sit for a little bit and cure up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up, and then I'm going to shoot it with the green pumpkin. So we'll be right back in a second. Okay guys, so this is all hand poured in that. So what I do is I close this up, I stick it in the vise, I tighten the vise up, and then our plastic is ready to go. Set that here, mix it up a little bit, and we will shoot these baits. Same process, full injector and downward steady pressure. Now you're going to not use nearly as much plastic because half of the mold is full already with the pearl laminate. And you're going to move to the next one. Then we're going to move to the next one. Okay. Just want to keep that constant pressure on so you don't get any denting or any air pockets. And then once you're done with that, you fill the sprues back up with some plastic so it doesn't dent, and it's because when it cools off it'll suck in. And there you go. Put the rest back in the cup and we will see. Now these right here guys, that's a very light pearl, and this is a darker green pumpkin. So it's all trial and error. We'll see what it looks like. If we have to, we can adjust the pearl by either adding more pearl powder in it or adding some white to it to darken it up a little bit so you get that contrasting colors. So stay with me. Okay, so it's been about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to open them up. Okay, and then we're going to check them out right here. And they look pretty good, guys. We'll see. Let me put this down, and there is the front and back, and you can see the color difference right there, guys. I don't know if you could see that. You see the two colors. You see the pearl and the green pumpkin on the other side. So let me cut these off here real quick, and I will show you them all in about a minute or so. So stay with me. Okay guys, well here they are right here. So there is the pearl and green, and you have a tail the same color as the top. So you got a laminate with the pearl underbody and the green pumpkin top layer and tail. Now you can also do different color tails. Now I did make a mistake I think earlier in the video and told you guys that these were on my website. They're actually not on my website yet, but I'm in the process of putting them up. So if you'd like to order any of the slab bombs, please email me, and the email is in the description of my video. And the price are per 15 count. There's 15 in a bag. The solid colors are $7. The laminates are $8, and then the different color tails are $8. But if you want a laminate and a different color tail, it would be $9. So we'll be right back. I'm going to do another set of these for you. Alright, the plastic is ready to go. We're going to take a full injector, and we're going to start injecting with the even pressure. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing that, but I can't stress it enough. You got to have steady pressure for a few seconds for these to turn out the way you want them to. Move on to the next one. And remember, this is already half full with the pearl laminate here, so you don't need as much plastic. And okay, feels good. Feels like they're going in pretty good. So we got the last one here, and then we're going to fill it up, the sprues up right here, guys. And that's it. We're going to dump the rest back into the measuring cup, and then we're going to let that cool off, and I will show you the results when we're done in about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay guys, well there is the pearl side, and then we have the green pumpkin side. So you can see the green pumpkin and then the pearl on each side. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited about this new bait making series that I'm doing, and it's featuring the itMolds. This mold right here, guys, is the new mold from itMolds, and it is the brush bomb. It's a 2-inch bait. It's going to be great for crappie. I'm sure ice fishing you can use it for too. And I'm sure bass will hit that too. So if you haven't, please go check out itMolds. All the information will be in the description of my video. They're a great company. They have a lot of great molds. I'm going to be buying more baits in the future. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be many more coming. I'm going to be doing a lot of bait making here in the next few weeks. So if you enjoy my content, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Make a comment. Let me know what you like and don't like about the bait making videos. So maybe I can change some things up so you can enjoy my videos more. Also share us out. We really do appreciate that. Come on.
No, that's stupid.
No. Wah, wah, wah. Now she's shy. There she is. See ya. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please hit that off the hook logo, and thank you for your support.